Hey you guys, it's your girl, the Real True Divine Feminine, and I come with a quick little message to you guys. And my message to you guys is, I applaud any single mother, single father that is trying to do their very best in keeping their household together and raising their children, even when times get hard, neglected. I don't care if you have another person in the household. If that person not pulling their weight, you are a single parent. Being a single parent can be stressful at times. It can feel like everybody's against you at times. It can feel like you're not doing enough. It can feel like you don't have a life. It can feel like you never have any money. It can feel like this. Well, I'm here to encourage you. God is with you. God is going to always reward you for doing what you have to do for your children. The Bible states, until you do right by your children, everything you touch will crumble. So no matter how hard it may be, how tired you may be, continue to be the best parent that you can be to your children. Continue to love on your children. Continue to nurture on their children. The hardest thing you could ever do is try to be a parent while trying to parent yourself. Sometimes us as parents, we do not heal from our childhood issues, and we become parents. We become adults, and we still deal with stuff while trying to raise children. The best thing you can do is heal for those issues so that you can be the parent that your children need. Sometimes us as parents, we want to provide things that we did not have for our children. But children are very simple. Children need love. They need compassion. They need to be reminded that they are loved. They need quality time spent with. Sometimes we work. I used to be that parent that worked so many hours that kept me away from my kids. And one day I just woke up and said, my kids doesn't need this. They need me. And I decided to be that hands-on mother, even going to work, still being hands-on, still making sure that I have time for them, still making sure that we can have karaoke, we can have family nights, we can play games, we can roast each other, we can do things like that. Just let them know that they're appreciated and they're loved. You do not want to raise no children that come down the line when they're older and says, well, I remember you did this, and I remember when you did this, and I remember when you did that, and you wasn't there. You don't want to raise those kind of children, because children tend to, because we were children before, and when we get older, we tend to express how we feel. I encourage any parent, if you're in a abusive relationship, if you're in a toxic household, get yourself out of that and your children. It may be hard, but I promise you, God will send you someone to help you, whether that's a friend, whether that's a lover, or whatever the situation may be. God will send someone in to help you, to encourage you to get through it. There are more broken households than you may know. You may think it's just your household. No, there's a lot of broken households with two parents in it, just as well as one. So whoever you are, I would encourage you to just do what's best for you and your children. And sometimes doing what's best for you and your children is walking away. I'll share a story with you guys about my own life. I stayed with someone because I had kids with them. And then when I finally decided to walk away from that relationship, my children was like, good, mama. I said, what you mean? I stayed because They said, no, mama, you stayed because of you. You stayed because that's where you wanted to be with, not because of us, because we going to be wherever you at, because we know that you going to love and nurture on us. And when my children told me that, I said, you know what? I will no longer put a job or relationship or anything before them, but I will be here for my children. So, like I said, as parents, we don't always get it right. As parents, we make a lot of wrong decisions. As parents, we allow ourselves to be hurt. We go through a lot of things as parents, and we don't, let me see how I can say this. As parents, we go through a lot of stuff, and we feel guilt or shame about what we're going through. No, we should never feel guilt or shame about what we're going through as parents. And the reason why is because there's no blueprint on being a parent. We learn how we go. We learn as we go. We learn to be a parent. And sometimes we didn't have a parent growing up, so we practically raised ourselves. So it's things that we had to learn. But I always tell people, But the things I went through as a child, as growing up, I choose not to do with my children. I choose not to be a part of. I choose not to use certain things because I don't want to be reminded of my childhood, or I don't want to turn into what I was in my childhood. So I avoid certain things. I don't do certain things, and I move different because I remember what it was like when I was a child and I was going through things. I would like to thank God for allowing me to heal and let go of things that happened to me in my childhood, and also let go of people in the past that was willing to hurt me as I was a child. As a child, we cannot protect ourselves. So it's our parents' job to protect us. I say this all the time, and I'm going to continue to say it. It is not our son's job to save our It's not our sons' jobs to save their mothers. It's not their daughters' jobs to love their fathers. Point blank and period. That is not our job. That is our parents' job to save us, to love us, to nurture us, to do what they have to do for us. So if our parents keep us in toxic situations, that shows us that they did not love us. They kept us in toxic situations. Most people make excuses for parents that they stayed in toxic situations because of the kids, but no, it's no excuses. We're gonna hold them accountable for the things that they did. You stayed because you was full of toxicity. You didn't know how to heal. You didn't know how to stand on your own 2 feet and be the person that you need to be, so you stayed in toxicity. That is not what we're doing anymore. It's 2024. We're being truthful to who we are and truthful to our kids. We're loving on our kids, because what we don't want to do is end up in a nursing home with nobody to take care of us when our children barely come in and barely peak. We're loving on these children. If you take care of your children while they're younger, when you get older, your children will take care of you. Always remember that. I didn't say that. That's the word. The word says that. And that's what it is. Parents who neglect their children and put others before their children, they end up alone. They end up in a nursing home with people barely coming in, or they might call a nursing home and check on mama and daddy. But people who's there hand on their children seem to take them in and do what they have to do for their parents with no guilt, no shame, no regret, no none of that. So I don't know who this message is for. I don't even know why I got into all those details like that. All I want to know is somebody out here needs to hear this. Protect the children by all means necessary. Protect your peace by all means necessary. Be true to who you are. Peace.